Welcome to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The 2.0 Gdi engine from Hyundai and Kia, often identified by engine codes like G4NC for naturally aspirated new GDI, or earlier G4KD for Theta 2 MPI that transitioned to GDI in some variants, is a naturally aspirated, non-turbocharged, gasoline direct injection engine. It's a larger displacement option compared to the 1.6 GDI, designed to power a wider range of vehicles, from compact cars to midsize SUVs. History and versions. The 2.0 GDI's history is somewhat intertwined with the new and Theta 2 engine families. It's important to distinguish between the naturally aspirated, non-turbo GDI versions and the turbocharged 2.0 t-gdi. New GDI G4NC. This is the primary naturally aspirated 2.0 GDI engine, part of the new engine family. It was introduced around 2012 to 2013 and has been used widely. It's a distinct design from the Theta 2, focusing on efficiency and a balance of power. Power output typically produces around 162 to 176 HP, 121 to 129 kilowatts, and 201 to 213 Newton-meters of torque, depending on the specific tuning and vehicle application. Technology features gasoline direct injection, GDI, and dual continuously variable valve timing, DCVT, on both intake and exhaust valves. Some later variants might incorporate Atkinson cycle technology for improved fuel economy in certain applications, e.g., hybrids. Theta 2 GDI, older applications, less common as purely GDI, while the 2.0L Theta 2 engine is most infamous for its turbocharged GDI, 2.0 t-gdi, variant G4KH. Some naturally aspirated Theta 2 engines, like the G4KD MPI, also received GDI technology in certain regions or models. However, the prominent naturally aspirated 2.0 GDI is generally the new G4NC. Key applications: new GDI, G4NC. Hyundai, Elantra, MD/AD generations. i30, GD/PD generations. i40, Tucson, LM/TL generations. Creta, Kia, Forte/Certo, YD generation. Optima, JF generation. Sportage, QL generation. Carens. Also used in hybrid applications, e.g., Kia Optima Hybrid, Hyundai Sonata Hybrid, where it's paired with an electric motor. Review and opinions. The 2.0 GDI is generally considered a decent, reliable workhorse for everyday driving. It offers more power than the 1.6 GDI, making it suitable for slightly larger vehicles or drivers who desire a bit more responsiveness without opting for a turbo. Praise for adequate power. Provides sufficient power for daily commuting, highway cruising, and general family use, especially compared to smaller naturally aspirated engines. Fuel efficiency. While not as thrifty as the 1.6 GDI, it offers reasonable fuel economy for its displacement, thanks to GDI technology. Reliability. Generally better than early 2.0 t-gdi. Crucially, the naturally aspirated 2.0 GDI, new G4NC, generally avoids the widespread catastrophic rod bearing issues that plague some early Theta 2 2.0 t-gdi engines. While still a GDI engine, its reliability record is often better. Simplicity. Being non-turbocharged, it has fewer complex components that can fail compared to its turbocharged counterparts. Criticized for lack of excitement. For enthusiasts, the naturally aspirated nature means power delivery is linear but lacks the punch of a turbocharged engine, especially at lower RPMs. Noise at higher RPMs can become noisy or coarse when pushed hard. GDI-specific drawbacks. Inherits the common issues associated with direct injection. Advantages. Predictable power delivery. Smooth and linear power band, good for consistent driving. Better longevity. Non-turbo, less stress on internal components due to the absence of forced induction. Timing chain. Utilizes a timing chain designed for the life of the engine, which is a low-maintenance advantage. Good for daily driving. Provides a comfortable and capable driving experience for typical use. Disadvantages. Carbon buildup on intake valves. This is the most significant and common issue for all GDI engines. Fuel is injected directly into the cylinders, bypassing the intake valves. This allows carbon deposits from oil vapor and exhaust gas recirculation (GR) to build up on the intake valves over time, leading to reduced airflow, decreased performance, rough idle, misfires, especially on cold starts, and reduced fuel economy. This usually requires periodic walnut blasting or chemical cleaning. Oil consumption. In some cases, while not universal, some owners have reported increased oil consumption over time, which can sometimes be linked to carbon buildup affecting piston rings. Engine knock/noise, less common than t-gdi, while not as catastrophic as the Theta 2 t-gdi rod bearing failures. Isolated reports of knocking or ticking sounds can occur, potentially due to lifter issues, carbon buildup, or in rare cases, internal wear. Sensitivity to maintenance. Requires regular and correct maintenance to prevent issues like carbon buildup and ensure longevity. Common faults and breakdowns. Carbon buildup on intake valves, by far the most common problem, leading to misfires, rough idle, reduced power, and decreased fuel economy. Oxygen sensor failures. Normal wear item that can affect fuel mixture and emissions. Ignition coils and spark plugs can wear out, causing misfires. Regular spark plug replacement is crucial. PCV, positive crankcase ventilation, system issues. A clogged or faulty PCV valve can contribute to increased oil consumption and carbon buildup. Minor oil leaks. Gaskets or seals can eventually degrade and lead to minor oil leaks. Fuel consumption. The 2.0 GDI offers decent, but not outstanding, fuel economy. Real-world figures vary significantly based on vehicle weight, transmission, driving style, and conditions. Official figures WLTP/NEDC combined typically range from 7.0 to 8.5 L/100 km. Real-world consumption. Mixed driving. Owners often report between 8.0 to 10.0 L/100 km. Highway driving. Gentle can achieve 7.0 to 8.5 L/100 km. City driving or aggressive driving can easily push consumption to 10.0 to 12.0 L/100 km. Hybrid versions will naturally show much better fuel economy, especially in city driving due to electric motor assistance. Timing. The Hyundai/Kia 2.0 GDI engine, G4NC, uses a timing chain. This is an advantage as it is generally designed to last the life of the engine and does not require periodic replacement like a timing belt, thereby reducing long-term maintenance costs. However, proper lubrication and adherence to oil change schedules are crucial for the longevity of the timing chain and its tensioners. Noise, e.g., rattling on cold starts, could indicate wear. Oil type. This engine requires high-quality synthetic or semi-synthetic oils. Common specifications include API SN+/SP or ILSAC GF 6A. These newer specifications offer better protection against issues like LSBI, even for naturally aspirated GDI engines. These specs are beneficial for GDI and carbon deposits. Viscosity is typically 0W, 20 or 5W, 30, with 0W, 20 often recommended for newer versions for improved fuel economy. Always consult your specific vehicle's owner's manual for the exact recommended oil specification and viscosity. Using the wrong oil can accelerate carbon buildup and wear. Oil capacity, generally around 4.0 to 4.8 liters, including the oil filter. Importance. Frequent oil changes with the correct specification oil are paramount for the longevity and reliability of any GDI engine, including the 2.0 GDI. Shortening the manufacturer's suggested oil change intervals, e.g., to 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers or 6 to 12 months, whichever comes first, is often recommended by specialists, especially if the car is used for short trips or in heavy stop-and-go traffic, to minimize carbon buildup and reduce oil degradation. Regularly checking the oil level between changes is also advised. In summary, the Hyundai/Kia 2.0 GDI G4NC is a generally reliable and efficient naturally aspirated engine, offering a good balance of power and fuel economy for a range of vehicles. Its main drawback, common to all GDI engines, is the potential for carbon buildup on intake valves, which necessitates diligent maintenance. Unlike some of its turbocharged siblings, it generally avoids the more severe catastrophic engine failure issues. With proper care and adherence to maintenance schedules, this engine can provide many years of dependable service. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.